Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky 194, and appreciate you taking the time out of your day to stop in and check out my video. And we're here in the USCP server here in ACC, and we're at Mount Panorama, one of my favorite places. And I'm in a different car. I'm in a BMW M6, not the M4, the M6, the big one. V8 powered. I still like this car. It's still fun to drive. I still like it a lot to drive it just once in a while. That's what's so great about ACC. There's so many different varieties of stuff. And you see I qualified 4th, so not real bad. Pretty good field. You got like 20 cars here or more. Yeah, 20. I think there's a little more than that, but there's only 20 now. But still really happy with that. And it's a really conservative setup too, so I mean, I kind of went on the conservative side. Really didn't hurt because the speed down the straightaway is still ballistic missile, so I mean, it's still really good down the straightaway. So just trying to, really didn't even, just really a roughed in setup, but still going good.
Green light, go, go, go. Car on the left.
Drag race.
Clear on the left.
Most nervous is this first lap. Everything's cold. Hopefully get my pressures right. And there's a pit stop.
Slight damage on the front.
Damn. need that. Damn, 9 seconds. Almost 10 seconds of damage.
Yellow flag is active.
That hurt. Turn up the rear brakes a little bit. Get away. I mean, I don't know, with 10 seconds damage.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Messed up.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
See, this kills me. The strongest thing it's got is straightaway speed, and I just lost probably 2-3 miles an hour. Times are awful. It's either messing up or getting involved in something. Missed my brake marker that time.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Tires don't look too bad.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Right on me.
This is me, Russell West.
Might make a teeny bit of an adjustment here on the pressures on the front. Locked it up. Got some new pedals on order. I'll let you know when might not be a little while till I get them, but I got some on order. See how it goes. Shoot, now they look like they're pretty high. The temperatures, or pressures, I should say. Let's see pressures.
This is me, Russell West.
pulling away from me up front. He's got a good pace. Better not do nothing to the tires. BMW. Might have to lower them down. That just 1/10. That right front keeps getting a little warm.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Yeah, I had no practice at all. I mean, I just got done eating dinner and it ran a little late.
Main window is opening.
Coming in. Let me get this fixed. And ran a little late, so didn't have any practice. Pretty much jumped in and picked the car. And I was actually messing with this the other day, just to mess around. So I was like, what the heck, I'll just go ahead and try it, just see what it does. I'm just gonna leave it, I think. He made a pit stop. I'm definitely gonna make a pit stop because I want to get these. It's going to hurt me, but I mean, I want to see what it runs anyway. Even if I don't want to lose a position, but hopefully I can be all right. Too good through there. He made up some time on me. Yeah, I had a question. Oh, where is it? By Lincoln. So I'll try to answer here in a second. Down at the bottom, you see time required. That's what you find out about your damage, because it should only be 30 seconds. So anything over that is how much you damage.
Mandatory stop is not clear. Come on, let's go.
He's out of me by a good amount. Probably 5-6 seconds. He did a good pit stop. Now I might be stuck behind the Porsche, so that's going to cost me time.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, now he's 8 seconds ahead. Way up there. Now the challenge is, can we catch him?
We are halfway through. Keep pushing. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out. There's a slow car ahead.
Oh no. The AMG? This guy was leading. Oh man.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
while I get behind him. Look out. This thing drafting and everything else. Phew. Rocket ship. It's probably got damage now. Nice color combination. I kind of like that. It's like a flat orange. I like that. It looks different. Nope, he's one of the pits.
The car is exiting the pits, watch out.
Dang it. So it sold me up even more now again. He's gonna be defending like crazy. tough pass. He's trying to block me, but I am not going to catch Antonio. There's no way. Unless he makes a big mistake.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Oh, he did. Shoot. Didn't wish that on him. Hey, he was doing good. That's a shame. It'd be nice just to have a battle with him, but I didn't see him want to just had to, quit.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
So I can get away from this other BMW. I got like a max wing downforce on this thing too. It's not like I got no wing. I mean, I got almost, it's not maxed out, but it's almost maxed out. Actually, we're going to go one less. You get a little bit more. But this thing still, I don't think it hurt a mile an hour going down that long straightaway. And it's got so much speed down the straightaway, it's got it in the bank. So I'd rather be a little bit faster over the mountain here, which it needs it. Love this section right here. Favorite section. Right.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
The good thing about the BMW is, I mean, I'm well into the stint. I just did my fastest, so I mean, these tires. Big advantage of this M6 is you can just beat on it, and if you have this balance right, it's great on tires. Usually, front engine, it wants to wear the front tires out. This this thing, it just wears them even for the most part. So I'm really happy with that. Try to dial it down just a little bit. Yeah, Todd's in here. He said he hit the wall earlier. Temperature. It's 32, so it's, I mean, it's track's 32, so it's not real hot, but it's warm. Have another it's a new model review coming up soon again. Right, a pretty good shipment of models came in that I've been waiting for, so I might do one early since I've always been late, and it's actually something different this time, so I'm hoping you all would be interested in it compared to what I'm usually doing. And it's a really nice one. Little different than normal, and a manufacturer, a model maker that I've never got before. So that's another new thing. It's a different maker that first time I bought from, not from the where I got it from, but I mean the manufacturer himself. It's the first time I got this from this manufacturer, and it's really nice. So I hope maybe y'all would be interested in that. That should be coming up probably within the week. I had a question, and I apologize, I don't remember the name, I'm sorry. But I had a question on an older M6 video that, if, you know, for casual league racing, if I thought the M6 was all right, you know, just for casual league race, and I hope this helps answer that also. I mean, again, you know, in some tracks, any of the faster tracks, usually the M6 is, you know, not that bad. I mean, it's still not as fast as the top cars, but it's, you know, A lot of it depends on the race, you know, if there's pit stops, how long the race is, things like that. But it's a fun car to drive, and it, you know, a lot of times it's stable, where a lot of other cars are fun to drive as far as a handful. That's why I think I like sometimes I just love jumping in this thing and just going for a few laps or spending a half hour or whatever. And it's easier to drive.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
And you might not kill people with performance, but you know, can kill them with consistency, and also not wear yourself out doing it, so you can keep your energy up. Yeah, older brother had to show the young brother how to do it. That's all right. He's still got some growing up to do then. It's there. Seconds back. Look at that. 2/10 off, that's it. Exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I love endurance racing. It's not just about 1 or 2 laps, it's about over an extended amount of time. Got enough fuel, more than enough. Also want to thank everybody. Seeing we just got over 4,000 subscribers. Thank you so very much. It's really awesome for my little channel, so I appreciate it. I'd like to try to see if I can plan something if we hit 5,000, get to that, like do a giveaway or something. So hopefully we can do that later this year. I'm sure it'd be nice if we could get to that. So if you share videos or just word of mouth of your leagues or people that you know in forums or whatever. I mean, hopefully we can have a good, nice little giveaway at 5,000 subscribers.
Alright, you've just started the final lap of the race as needed. Bring it home.
I don't know. I just like the way this thing sounds. It just sounds. I like the way a lot of these cars sound. Almost most of them, really, to be honest. So that's kind of a crazy statement, but I really like this. It does sound good. I like all the snarls and turbo boost. The one thing that this M6 does not like I said in that post, is it does not like certain kind of bus stop turns, and mainly ones that change direction. It just struggles changing directions. Very when it's slow, like chicanes and stuff, and Barcelona usually struggles at Barcelona.
Flag in sector 3.
He must have damage or something.
Car on the right. Yellow flag, be careful. Clear on the right. Excellent job, man. What a race. P1. Bring it back home safely.
All right. All right. Yeah, he had a lot of damage. That's what I thought. So, I catched him anyway, but I was catching him like ridiculous amount. All right, that's awesome. Very glad that had a win. I haven't had a win in like forever. So that's awesome. It's a good race. And like I said, we'll go ahead and whoever Melgar is. Oh yeah, he had the fastest lap too, so that's good. But like I said, we'll go over the data because I didn't even get a chance to go over the data really when I was just doing this rough setup. I got it pretty close, but I really wasn't. I don't go over the data and Motec and stuff until I get the balance more like I like it. And there was more things I was going to try, so I haven't really even gone over that. So I'm probably maybe some more adjustments that can be made, but it's actually pretty decent, running pretty decent times. So I will do that, and then we'll go over it together and check it all out. All right, I made a few little adjustments. The car's so solid, but I'm going to, give, just like I normally do, I'm going to give you all some options of some adjustments that you can do depending upon your track conditions, and also just depending upon how you feel and how you want the car, to feel like going over Mount Panorama. So, again, isn't that a beautiful livery? It's always one of my favorite liveries with the BMW, and man, they're supposed to be coming out. I've been saying this now for probably 6 months or so. Spark's supposed to be coming out with a model of this exact car, and if they ever do, I'll pre-order that thing in a heartbeat. I definitely want to get that one. That's one of my favorite ones. So let's just do a lap. Went over the data, and I was actually pretty close. I made some more adjustments with the shocks. See, that was a 203. I've done a 203.66, and that's almost equal to what I had in the race. Was a 203.64 was my fast lap. Of course, this thing's got like 5 miles an hour over the M4 on both straightaways, roughly. So that's a good amount. In the Porsche, it's pretty substantial, and it's not like I have a low downforce. So it's still, got a pretty good amount of wing in it. You gotta be careful with the M6, as it seems that it flexes a lot, and you see how it did that with the Spark. It's about to upset the car just a little bit, but you always got to be careful that when you're watching it, you might have to stiffen up the bump stops on the rear. You got to run tighter because you just can't get the thing to. You don't want it to hit and do too much movement. So it seems like it gets a lot of movement in the rear end of the car. No, that's about the max I would want. So it's moving around. The back end is squatting. It's the same pretty much setup as I had, spring-wise and everything. It's all the same. Again, maybe you could tighten the bump stops up a little bit. But see, it has 176 down the straightaway there. That's really good. And it's not like I missed the corner. I mean, I was right there. So yeah, that's real good. The highest I've seen. The only car I've seen higher than that is the V12 Aston Martin. I think that's about the only thing I've seen higher than that. Especially with this downforce. I mean, it'd probably do more if I didn't have hardly any wing in it. But I mean, under a race package, I'm talking about. I mean, that's not shabby. So, and of course, I don't know if you saw it, but timetables. You see, it was a 203.26. So, I mean, that's like 4/10 faster than my race fast lap. And, of course, they were all 203s. And I'm pretty sure, you could do some more tweaking and really dialing it into whichever track condition like this one. I try to get it in a good base type setup because obviously track conditions are always different, temperatures, all kinds of different things. So I try to get it in a good spot where you can go either direction. But, again, if you could, a little bit more tweaking and good track conditions, I'm sure it would get in the 202s. So I'm pretty confident of that, which for me is not bad. So, I mean, again, I know that's not, super fast or alien level, but I mean it's for me it's decent. So let's go over to setup. We got 26.4 left front, 26.3 left rear, 25.6 right front, and 25.9 right rear. The toes at -0.1 with the camber at -3.4 and the caster at 10.1, and it just seemed to help. I had like -3.6 in it, and it seemed every time I took a just one click down, it seemed to feel better, and it would also go faster. So, again, I just do what the car's telling me it likes, so that's the way I went. The toe on the rear is 0.06 with the camber at -3.3. Well, it needs a lot of camber in the rear. Electronics, we got 3 and 2. Of course, fuel, I did test it with 80 liters. I mean, of course, in the race, I had 85. Actually, in the race, I needed about 84, 85 to do the 45 minutes. And, of course, you can see the wear here. I mean, see, that's what I'm talking about. I know it's only like 3 or 4 laps, but look at this. It's dead even. This one, the right front, which takes the beating here at Mount Panorama, you can see it's a little off, but still, I mean, it's not that bad. So, again, I'm real happy with that. And I checked the tires after the race, and they were about the same. I mean, yeah, they were a little off, but nothing compared to a usual front engine car where it could be drastic. It was just, it wasn't that bad. So, any roll bar 6, brake bias is 56.2, steering's all the way down. Springs on the front are 176,000 with a bump stop rate of 1,000 and a bump stop range of 5. And on the rear, the springs are 136,000 with a bump stop rate of 800 and a bump stop range of 10. And that's something you could try. Maybe cut about the same as the front. Maybe cut it down, 2 or 3 clicks. You could try 7 and then down to 5 or something like that and see how it reacts. It just tries to keep it see if it doesn't upset it because it just keeps that back end from squatting too much. Like I said, it squats about as maxed out right now as I would want it to. So anti-roll bar in the rear is 4, and the preload on the diff is 60. Shocks on the front are 19, 10, 24, and 11. And on the rear, I'm going to go up 1 on the bump, is 15, 7, 18, and 10. And the reason I'm doing that is just just a hair stiffer in the rear, again, to try to keep it from, hitting those over those bumps, from hitting too hard. Aero, got 53 in the front, 60 in the rear, with a 5 rear wing and a 3 and a 2 in the brake ducts. Now, again, this is the most important part. I'm going to show you what I had in the race. So we got a negative 1.0 in the front aero variation. What I had in the race was I had a 6 wing, and I was right here. I was up to 62. So again, that's another combination you can go with. Let's say maybe the track is slicker, doesn't have the grip or things like that, or you're looking at where you don't have a pit stop. Maybe you got to go 45 minutes, no pit stop. You might want to consider this, just because it might cost you 2 or 3 tenths, but it'll also probably be more consistent in the long run. You could try it and see if you like it, but it just gives you the car a little bit of a break. Now, also something to try is the rear wings at 5, and just to raise when a car is at 60, if you would like, just one click to help it, one, to get the rear end a little bit more off the ground, and two, it'll help it rotate a little bit more. So far, it's still fine. It doesn't feel like it's over rotating or anything. So you might want to try that. This is still a pretty conservative setup. I mean, as I got the wing at 5 and the ride height's only at 60, so it's not like it's on razor's edge or anything. So I think that it's a good drivable combination, but just give you some options to try. If you're trying to, let's say you're trying to just get a better feel for it, a little bit more rotation, or maybe you just want the back end a little bit more solid because of the track conditions, I would just go 1 up and then 2 up there. And that's exactly what I had in the race. And you saw how it gives you a little bit less, so your front aero variation goes down to negative 1.2. So obviously in the slow corners, it's not bad because you got the ride height in the rear, and that helps you on the real slow corners to rotate. So even though you got the wing with the ride height put on the front, when you have any of those slow corners like that, when you start going up the mountain like that, it helps you, really go around the corner really good. Or when you're going down the hill, of course you're going down already, and you go around that corner, which that's probably the weakest point of the BMW M6 on the whole track, is that, going down and to go down the back straightaway, the long straightaway downhill, is that tight, hairpin corner. So that's probably the hardest one. So again, you might want to try a couple different things of how you feel, but just give you a couple different combinations. But I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like it. And again, thanks everybody for the 4,000 subscribers that we just got over, and I appreciate that. All the support is greatly appreciated, and let's keep going. And I sure hope you, again, give me a like and subscribe for anybody that hasn't subscribed yet. And please share it, and all those things are all great support. And of course, there'll be a link to this setup in the description, and I have a PayPal link in the description if you want to support the channel that way. And thank you to everybody that has, no matter the amount. It's I really appreciate it. Anybody if you give just whatever you can give, is really appreciative, because I know it means a lot. So I do thank you very, very much. My wife and I both thank you. And I sure, for all the well wishes and things, and I sure hope you come back and visit again really soon. Y'all take care. See ya.